The Insta360 X3 has just arrived, with a much larger touchscreen, improved half-inch sensors, and new shooting modes. And I'm sure the question that everybody's asking is, how much better is this new X3 than the old X2? And should you buy it? And I do have an opinion about this. But first, let's look at some footage from this camera, so hopefully you can decide that for yourself. The video resolution is 5.7K, the same as the old X2. However, comparing these side by side, there is more clarity and overall better video quality on the new X3. You can really see the difference if I pause the video and just zoom in on a single frame. The X3 just is a little sharper, there's a bit more clarity there. The sun flare also looks a lot cleaner on the new X3 as well. The video resolution bumps up to 8K when filming in time-lapse mode, and then all the way up to 72 megapixels when shooting photos. They've added a new active HDR mode for improved high dynamic range videos. The clip on the left is what it looks like in regular video mode, and then on the right is what it looks like in the active HDR mode. While this camera's main focus is capturing 360 content, they have added some new modes for single lens recording. There's a 4K single lens mode that can easily switch between forward and rear facing cameras and between landscape and portrait mode. This mode's going to be particularly useful for vlogging, especially now that there's a big screen for previewing your shots. I think this 4K single lens mode looks fantastic and could easily compete against any other 4K single lens action camera on the market. And this is certainly a big upgrade from the 1440p single lens mode on the X2. In this mode, there's also a setting called Me Mode. This utilizes the invisible selfie stick capabilities of the camera while filming non-360 footage. In this mode, the camera's field of view is actually rotated to where it's looking out the bottom of the camera down the length of the selfie stick, so you get this really cool third-person perspective. The bullet time effect has been upgraded to 4K 120 FPS. The bullet time effect utilizes this string attachment accessory so that you can swing the camera around above your head and get this cool perspective where you're in the middle and the camera's rotating around you in slow motion. 4K 120 is only available in the bullet time effect though, and the bullet time effect can't be reframed looking in the other direction. So 120 FPS can only be used for this specific application. This camera is waterproof down to 33 feet without a dive case. The camera's Wi-Fi is 50% faster than the old X2, and the new battery has 10% more capacity. Now, should you actually buy this camera? Well, if you don't have the X2 or any other 360 camera and you're looking to buy one, the X3 is definitely the best consumer 360 camera on the market right now, and yes, I would definitely recommend buying it. However, if you already have the X2, should you upgrade to the X3? I think that depends on how much you use it. If you're just a casual user, probably stick with the X2 for now. But if you're an avid user, you're out there every other day filming stuff with your X2, then upgrading to the X3 is probably going to be worth it. Even just the bigger screen and more user-friendly interface is going to streamline your filmmaking process and make the upgrade worthwhile. If you do want this camera, there's links for it in the description below. I'll catch you guys in the next one.